You are listening to Chapter 1 Lesson 12 of Form 3 African History. Cameroon General Education. Narrated by Wacheseh Academy. Reasons for African Resistance Against Colonial Rule. 1. Political. Hatred for the destruction of African kingdoms and the loss of their independence and sovereignty. Hatred for the introduction of a new system of administration in which the African traditional rulers lost their administrative and judicial powers. European powers violated treaties signed with the local chiefs. They deceived the Africans to sign treaties of protection, which was converted to annexation. Europeans' colonial administrators were wild and wicked on African natives. Brutality and public flogging provoked resistance. European practiced favoritism, they adopted divide and rule and favored some tribes against others. 2. Social. They practiced racism and treated Africans as black monkeys. They disrespected African traditional institutions and were against African cultural rights, practices like polygamy, idol worshipping, and circumcision of women. Most of the European traders and officials were very immoral towards native women. 3. Economic. Forced labor to work in colonial plantations and construction projects like roads, bridges, etc. annoyed the Africans. Poor working conditions in the factories, plantations, public works in which Africans were subjected to long working hours and low wages. Hatred for the seizure of native lands to open plantations, European settlements, etc. with little or no compensation given to the Africans. Africans were forced to cultivate cash crops on their communal lands for European industries and in some places local food crops, which suited European industries. The European imposed variety and heavy taxes on the Africans. The Europeans destroyed the African trade monopoly.